So my trading journal for March 9th. The day was pretty slow. Not much to really trade. I was really focused on just not trading out of boredom and not taking any stupid trades like I normally would do. Days like these, days where I have the day off and I have extra time to focus. And I think I did that for the most part. One of the trades I'll talk about first is my trade on ASTS. It wasn't on my radar, my watch list, when the market opened, unfortunately, because otherwise I would have taken this trade. This would have been a pretty easy trade right here. But I did catch it. I tried to catch a bounce off the 9. The 9 was holding pretty well, and it started to inch up, which I like. And as soon as we start to take out this high, I entered. I'm risking just below here. The stock pulls back, and it looks like we're turning around, but towards the end of the 5-minute candle, it comes back up, and so that showed me that the bulls were stepping in and were ready to take off. So I decided to add once we trade above this candle here, and I don't think I should have added because the stock didn't really have as much momentum as I had thought. I think this ad was purely me just trying to make more money. I was too focused on that instead of just focusing on the setup, the chart. I figured we're gonna hit previous high and just blow up, go much higher, but that didn't end up happening. It turns around and stops me out. I had to use a manual stop instead of using a stop loss like I normally would, simply because the platform was having some issues. Every time I would enter an order, it would or attempt to place an order, it would start acting funky. So I just had to just watch it closely, and I exited a little bit later than I would have liked, but it wasn't too bad. I thought this stock was pretty much done for the rest of the day. So I went out, did some errands, and came back and entered here on the break. I probably would have entered around here had I been at my computer at the time, because this is a pretty good setup. Still showing bullish, and 20 starts to hold and does the bear hug on these candles, which I like to see. And this probably would have been my entry. And but no, I came in right after this candle printed, and so I made a quick decision just to go ahead and enter, because now it looked like the stock had the momentum I thought it would have, and it makes a run. I take off half at $11, and my next target was going to be $12.50. But then I lowered it to $12 because I thought $12.50 might be too lofty. And it ends up taking me out right there. So that was pretty much it on that one. And then the next trade I took was, once again, it appeared like the 9 was about to hold and we start going up. But right after I entered, it went down and stopped me out. So for this particular trade, to grade it, I would give give it a C for setup, A for entry, A for execution, C minus for overall trade. This one is probably a B plus to an A for the setup. I don't like to trade breakouts like this, but if I am gonna take a breakout, this is not bad. So a B for that. Execution, A. My entry, A. Overall trade, a B plus, A minus. And then this one, setup is a B minus, B. Entry, B. Execution, A. Overall trade, C. Yeah, this was the very first trade I took. BMBL. I was in and out. So once again, the platform was having issues, so I was getting kicked out. But I entered here and just decided I won't use a stop. I'll just manually get out what I need to get out. So I entered here. Stock held as it dipped. And I thought about adding here as the stock was holding up the 9, but I decided not to. Stock did not look like it had much momentum, so I avoided doing that, and avoided adding on this dip as well. And confirmation below the 20 was all I needed to realize that this wasn't really going to go nowhere. So I exited right here. To grade it, the setup is C minus, entry C, execution A, overall trade C minus. And this stock I kind of rushed into NIO because I just caught it late and I wanted to enter a little bit sooner, around 2020, but it started surging up, and by the time my order got executed, it filled in right here. But I really liked the bounce. It's just unfortunately the bounce didn't have much follow through. I put a bracket order. This is right before I'm heading out to run my errands. So I do a bracket order with a stop right below this candle, target to 2075. The highest it got was 2055. When I got back, I noticed that we pretty much had a triple top here, and I just wanted to get out, and I thought I had gotten out earlier, but apparently I didn't, and so I realized I was still in the trade around this time, so I gave it a little opportunity to work. It never did, and once we confirmed below 20, I figured the trade is done, and I exited. So not a good day today. Yeah, ASTS, that was the big loser. NIO was almost a break even and lost a little bit on Bumble. So not a good day, but hopefully tomorrow's not as slow. There's more stuff for me to trade. But that's pretty much it.